here. Here we got
student body.
Student body again. They're coming out. Okay, they get a lot of movement here. Now they kind of set up in a spread formation.
Notice how they're shifting around the eligible receivers.
Yeah. So, first play of the game, and looks like, Ward is in and stood up, and big hit by number 50.
Yeah, rah-rah.
Yeah, Mr. Bryson.
Yeah, Bryson, rah-rah. Elijah Rah-Rah Bryson. Yeah, that's his name.
So met him in the backfield, stoned him for no game. Now Bryson did lose his helmet. He have to take one play off, but great way for Millwood Falcons to start this second half on defense. Minute 30 gone already. 30 seconds gone in this second half, and Millwood lines up again. We have motion by the Royals. And they go up the middle again and get snuffed out for about a yard gain by the Falcons. And again, number 5 on the carry, Jackson Montgomery for the Royals. Millwood's coming out, kind of tightening up that middle, stopping some of that dive from happening that they had, that the Royals were having a little success with in the first half.
Yeah.
So here we have, looks like quads to the far side, shotgun formation. Millwood kind of moving in and out, maybe bringing pressure, and it's a single, and it's caught and it goes down and brought down from behind, but the long pass play is good for 47 yards down to the Millwood 13-yard line.
Yeah, back shoulder fade route thrown. And they're going to be picking on, the KD, the defensive back for the Falcons. He's the one that has been, kind of singled out the last couple of games. So that was, again, a good executed throw and catch.
So inside the red zone in the second half, with the opening kickoff, 13-yard line, motion coming in, trips to the far side, and Millwood drops the ball carrier in the backfield. Looks like for a loss of 2. Number 5, Jackson Montgomery on the carry. Like I said, will lose about 2 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 12. Just under 10 minutes in the third quarter, and Millwood seeing if they can kind of stiffen up here and keep the Royals out of the end zone to begin the second half. Royals in that stack wide receiver formation. Shotgun, Millwood threatening pressure up the middle. And they bring a little pressure, and they're actually able to get to Jackson Montgomery again and bring him down for no gain. That'll bring up 3rd and 12. So 9 minutes, 20 seconds in the third quarter.
The one of the things that I've noticed right away about Millwood's defensive front is they're attacking, they're running, but they're not stopping at the heel line, and that's something that you teach when you coach defensive linemen. Your objective is to get through the line of scrimmage and stop at the heel line, which are the heels of the offensive line.
So here we got 3rd and 12. Ward rolling out. Looking for a receiver, and the ball is just short in the end zone. Pass intended for number 6, Jacob Armbruster. Incomplete pass. It'll bring up 4th and 12. Stops the clock with 8:42 in the third quarter. But this is 4-down territory for the Royals. See if Millwood can stop him here and gain possession at the 15-yard line to begin this second half.
Yeah, as I was talking about a little bit earlier about the heel line, the reason why you want to stop at the heel line is so that you won't overrun plays, so that you won't miss tackles. And that's one of the things that Millwood's not doing. The only people that shouldn't be stopping are the blitzers.
Yeah, we had empty backfield. Millwood getting some pressure, looking for the fade, and pass. Looks like Marcus Major, flag on that pass play.
He had his hands on the wide receiver as the ball was in the air, and when that happens, I mean, that's an obvious pass interference.
So flag in the end zone. Millwood think missing out on a golden opportunity to stop and take the momentum away from the Royals, but got a flag in the end zone. We're waiting for now is the referee to confirm it, but it is a pass interference on the Falcons. And that'll bring the ball about half the distance to the goal line and give the Royals a first and goal. 8:40 left in the third quarter. Millwood up 14. The Royals have 8.
Wow, someone threw the kicking tee onto the field. It's just third down, Coach.
No.
Oh, is it fourth down? No, it's fourth down.
Oh, 4th and 7.
He wants to kick. They don't want to try to go for it. They want to try to walk away from this thing with some points.
Okay. Yeah, we have a correction on that. That penalty did not give the Royals a first down. It does bring up 4th and 7 though, and the Royals are take a timeout to kind of consider their options here. Should they kick it? Should they go for it? They did miss a field goal in the first half.
Yeah.
But it's evident that their kicker does have the leg to make these type of kicks.
Right. And you know, I think they're burning a timeout because they couldn't get their act together. However, you know, again, the last time they burned a timeout and thought about it and huddled up like that, they came out with a play that resulted in a score. And, you know, the same play they ran down here on the 2-point conversion.
Yes.
I think that would be a great play to dial up down here, which is basically going to be a 3 or 4 route concept where they're basically going to be looking for number 6 on the slant route. That's who I think they're going to throw the ball to.
Okay, so
and they're not kicking the ball. The quarterback is going right back out on the field.
Yeah, so Ward is coming back to the line in a shotgun formation. They got, looks like, quads to the far side. They're going for it on 4th down. They got a late number 16 running in late on the field.
Oh, it's a trick play.
Uh-oh.
That's a trick play.
All right, so
don't be surprised if that's okay. He goes all the way off. Okay.
All right, they're kind of settling down.
The one-on-one up top, at the bottom, down here.
Yeah, so we got one-on-one to the far side of Millwood with the
play.
Great defensive play. Hands up all over the place, and they were able to cause the incompletion, get the pass break up in the end zone.
Yeah, Jimmy Harris made a great play out at the corner position.
So Millwood will take over on downs, but long field ahead of them inside their 10-yard line to begin this first drive of the second half for the Millwood Falcons.
So now that you see that, do you think that they should have kicked the field goal, or do you think they should have maybe thrown the ball down here at the bottom where they had the one-on-one?
I guess call me conservative. I think I would have took the 3 points. Somebody made the attempt for the 3 points. But, you know, that and a dollar gets you a Coke and McDonald's.
Yeah.
So Millwood completes the pass for first down to Houston to the 20-yard line. They come out firing, throwing the ball around, getting a little breathing room outside of their own end zone, out of the shadow of the goal post. So Millwood twins to the far side, pitch to Marcus Major, come out, little shuffle inside, gain of about 4 down to the Millwood 24-yard line on the pitch run.
Yeah, he ran into his own offensive lineman who wasn't blocking anybody. You know, so they need to fix that.
Yeah. So 2nd and 6, 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Millwood with fakes a jet sweep, looking for the corner, and he's stacked up in the backfield. Daniel Howard.
Yeah, that was a quarterback counter play, and the Royals were ready for it, and it wasn't blocked very well.
So that'll bring up about a 3rd and 6. That play went for no gain. Millwood making a few substitutions here. Got trips to the far side. Shotgun formation, single back. Millwood looking over to the sidelines to see if we got a play change. And looks like Marcus Major flip sides. And we have a delay of game.
Back it up 5 more.
So that'll create a 3rd and 11 for the Falcons. Came out, looked like they had something cooking with that quick slant to open up there. It's that drive on the second half. But now they've kind of backed up here. They're looking at a 3rd and 11. Chips to the far side. And Howard takes the back, goes down the middle, and
oh, no catch.
Ball skips in, incomplete, and the Falcons are forced to punt. Marcus Major's back.
Yeah, let's see what he does this time. I mean, he's been really great at flipping the field, and we could use one of those 40-yarders right now.
Yeah, so Falcons will kick the ball from their own 19-yard line. We got the Royal player back on about his 40-yard line to receive the kick. And nice hang time on the kick. Ball hits 50, takes a nice Millwood bounce, keeps going. Rolls dead at about the 35-yard line of the Community Christian Royals. So gets a nice field flip on that punt.
Yeah, he's flipping the field. That's exactly what you want a punter to do. I wonder if he ever played soccer.
Well, if he had, he might be the guy they call on to kick that field goal next time.
Well, he's definitely punting the ball well.
Yep. So the Royals will take over at their own 36-yard line. They set up in that ninja formation. Millwood's looking around, and we got the ball goes incomplete. I think number 6, Jacob Armbruster tried to run just before he had the ball, and licked the ball all the way into his hands, and the ball flies incomplete out of bounds right off his hands.
Yeah, I mean, again, we talked about it in the first half or over halftime as to what we think, Community Christian is going to do the second half. They're going to do more of what they did in the first half. Just try to confuse Millwood, keep them off balance, and see if they can't, get a big play.
So we got 2nd and 10. Ward in the backfield, take the snap, spread formation, and little flare out, and Millwood's giving chase, rolls out, and he just looks as though he may have completed the pass right on the sidelines, a definite toe touch completion.
Almost for a first down, about a yard short.
Yeah, looks about an 8-yard gain to bring up a 3rd and 2.
That'll bring up 3rd and 2 for the Royals.
At the Royals' 39-yard line.
That was a great play by the quarterback under pressure.
Yeah, under a lot of duress, was able to get the ball off and throw a pinpoint pass on the sidelines, and the wide receiver made a great play by staying in bounds, dragging that foot on the near side to make the play for him. So, and goes up the middle. Millwood misses a play, and he hits the outside, number 5. Knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line, but not before he gets a Community Christian's first down inside Millwood territory at the 35-yard line. This first down is brought to you by Metric Technology Centers. Metric Technology, if you're looking to start a career, Metric Technology has got you covered. Go online and check them out. Metric Technology Centers, located at 1900 Spring Lake Drive in Oklahoma City.
That was a really just a very fundamental play. Millwood ran right by the ball carrier. Again, we talked about stopping at the heel line, and what that does is it keeps you from overrunning those plays.
Community Christian trips to the near side. They got a man in motion, number 16, Matt Gray, and we got a flag on the play here. Looks like we might have. Well, Millwood is saying it's a false start, and it is a false start on the Royals. That'll move them back 5 yards and to create a 1st and 15 with 6:28 left in the third quarter. Millwood on top, 14. The Royals have 8, but the Royals are driving, heading towards the north end zone. We have A.J. Ward in at quarterback. He's made some plays tonight. But the best one I would say was that sprint out pass completion to the sidelines. But you got a 1st and 15, Millwood coming up, and they almost run by the play again and give up 5 yards on the first down play up the middle to number 5, Jackson Montgomery.
Yeah, Jackson Montgomery has been a real workhorse tonight. He's coming out because it looks like his arm is dangling a little bit. Probably got a little bit of a stinger, so trainer's going to look at him, get him patched up, get him back in there because he's definitely the key to keeping Millwood on the heels.
Yeah, that'd be a tough loss for the Royals, but the Royals line up in trips to the near side. Millwood's making some changes in the secondary. We got a flare out and drop. The pass goes incomplete to number 38, Seth Flies. That'll bring up a 3rd and 10 at the Millwood 35-yard line. Millwood seeing if they can lean on their defense again to kind of slow down this Royals attack that's had both possessions in the second half in Millwood territory. Yeah. So clock's running, 5:20 left in the third quarter.
5 wide.
5 wide, empty backfield. Ward's getting ready to take the snap. Looking downfield, Millwood comes out with a blitz off the corner and unable to make the tackle.
Yep, two missed tackles.
2 missed tackles, and they had to give the Royals the first down at the 23-yard line.
Right.
So, again, first down, Royals, 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Millwood up 14-8.
Yeah, and that pass just kind of floated out there.
Yeah.
And in fact, the receiver had to come out of his route and run back to it.
Yeah, it seemed like Bass was out there for all day, but he still was able to complete it and get 12 yards on that completion. Mm-hmm. So they're out 5 wide again. Empty backfield, and the quarterback takes it up the middle with a nice little seam, takes it down almost about another 10 yards, and actually it'll be a few yards short of the first down. Ball will be spotted at the 11-yard line, so it brings up a 2nd and 4.
Yeah, that quarterback draw play was he actually looked pretty good running that ball. I mean, pretty shifty young man, A.J. Ward, yeah.
Yeah. So crowd here, this Royals crowd is getting up. Got an empty backfield. They're starting to make some noise. And Millwood.
Oh.
Somebody move. Got the center's attention.
So
man,
here we go.
Man, they're lucky they didn't get a unnecessary roughness call. You can get away with that in the little league, but in high school, you can't do that anymore. No, the referees didn't call it, but no, you can't. You can't attack a. Huh?
The center's hand flick though.
Yeah, I understand that, but he hit him on the head.
But that is a false start against the Royals, and it'll move them back 5 yards and create a 2nd and 8 for the Royals. The ball will be spotted back at the 21-yard line. 3:54 left as the clock starts to move. Royals driving inside the red zone, or just on the cusp. We got coaches on the field. Looks like Millwood comes out, runs past the missed tackle, and flag on the play.
Guess what?
Looks like a late hit on the Falcons. That penalty, dead ball foul, that'll be accessed after the play. The result of the play looks like it was almost a first down, but.
Well, what happened was that the Isaiah Majors came in and hit the guy from behind. He chased the play down from behind, so they call it an unnecessary roughness. Yeah. Which it wasn't, because the player was still in bounds, and he hit him to knock him out. But it was from behind, so it looked like the kid was out of bounds. The angle is such, but he was in bounds. But that quarterback from Community Christian, A.J. Ward, he's a pretty athletic kid.
That's bringing 1st and goal for the Royals here at the Millwood 5-yard line. See if Millwood can stiffen this defense and keep them out of the end zone. Empty backfield, 5 wide, and it's a quarterback up the middle, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow.
Community Christian with the score.
Wow.
And right now that will tie the game. Now, does Community Christian here go for the extra point? And
he wants to kick it.
And
very athletic play by A.J. Ward. He just kept it all the way, 5 wide, spread Millwood out, and he's athletic enough and slippery enough to get upfield. Great play call.
So the Royals will go for the point extra attempt, and the kick is good. And the Royals take the lead 15-14 with 3:31 left in the third quarter. We'll be right back after a few messages from our sponsors. Hey, we got a game now. We got a game. That's all we can say.
Yeah, 15-14.
So Millwood Falcons High School football brought to you by Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. We'll be back.
Broadcast of Millwood Falcons football on OKC's Heart and Soul. 92.1 and 1140.
Johnny Moore and Coach Woods back for the kickoff to begin. Community Christian had a quick score here, brought that they lead 15-14 with 3:31 left in the third quarter. May come with a onside kick. No,
that was the onside kick.
But Millwood recovers it, and they have a chance to put on a little run back, and they're able to bring it back on into the Royal side of the field. Goes down at the 46-yard lines of the Royals, so Millwood will have a short field to take over in their second possession of the second half. See if they can, the 47-yard line. Millwood now down 15-14 with 4:25 in the third quarter. Now, here we got Daniel Howard coming in a shotgun formation, trips to the far side. Marcus Major in the backfield. Ball snap. Marcus Majors take the ball up the middle, makes a move.
Out the gate.
Gets a block.
Out the gate. Great block by Demarion Houston.
And takes the ball all the way down inside the 10-yard line.
Oh.
Marcus Major a little slow to get up.
He's cramping.
Yeah, he's cramped up a little bit, but quick timeout. He's just got a little leg cramp. Sigh of relief right there for Millwood Falcons faithful. But that will bring the ball inside the 10-yard line. So Millwood, just that quick, is on the march. We'll take looks like just a quick timeout. The ball looks like it is spotted at the 15-yard line of Community Christian Royals.
Yeah, beautiful run play by Marcus. He he just seems like he's moving so much faster than everybody else. Number one. Number two, just a very physical runner. Just ran through 2 or 3 different tackles and almost hit the sideline and got in, but a couple of guys had an angle on him. So
I think a lot of that after you got to the second level, that great block by the wide receiver
it was a pancake block by Demarion Houston. Let me tell you something. As a wide receiver who's going to be going to the University of Texas, the fastest way for a wide receiver to get himself on the football field is to block like that.
Yeah.
Trust me, that's the first thing they want freshmen to do. They want you to learn how to run routes, catch the ball, but last but not least, block. And if you get out there and block, they will play you.
Yeah, that was a heck of a block out there on the outside.
I mean, it was a punishing block.
Well, I think it gave Marcus Major another 10 yards in that run. Got him inside the red zone. Brings up our red zone sponsor here for First Security Bank. Learn to expand your commercial rental properties with First Security Bank. Call 424-4341 for more information. First Security Bank, member FDIC. Millwood Falcons line up. We got looks like that diamond formation in the backfield. Wait, hold up, no. Trips to the far side. Excuse me, trips to the far side. Now we got a little motion going here.
A little razzle-dazzle. Now it's trips to the bottom.
Yep. Trips to the bottom. We got Thunder in. Isaiah Majors in the backfield. Howard looks over the field, get ready to take a snap. Snap, handoff to Isaiah Majors up the middle as he powers his way, looks like down to about the 5-yard line.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was sitting there watching the Community Christian defense, and my goodness if they weren't blitzing like all of their linebackers to different gaps. They're trying to fill every single gap out there.
Millwood actually had that run play blocked up pretty good.
They did.
So gives them a 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. And we got some substitutions coming in for the Falcons. Daniel Howard set up in the backfield. We got 2 backs in the backfield. Twins to the far side. Gets ready to take the snap. And here we go. Millwood driving in, punishing all the way through.
Oh, and a fumble on the...
No.
Yeah, he had to have broken the plane before the ball came out.
He broke the plane. Looked like a bowling ball, just purple jerseys flying all around, but he was able to get into the end zone and get the score. Referees give the signal. Isaiah Majors on the 5-yard run to Millwood Falcons just come right back down, drive down the field after the short kick, and they were able to punch the ball in on the ground with Isaiah Majors for a rushing touchdown.
Yeah, that was a very, very physical run by Majors.
Now Millwood getting ready for the 2-point conversion. Right now the score is Millwood 20, Royals 15. Howard's in the shotgun formation. We got trips to the near side. And we got a delay of game on the Falcons. No, look what. No, timeout for Millwood Falcons. Look like we almost had a delay of game. Got to be more conscious of that clock.
Is it me, or does it just seems like even after they get the play, it just takes them forever to get lined up and to get the ball snapped?
Well, it's almost in some ways like Millwood is on some plays kind of sleepwalking.
Yeah, yeah. And then on some plays, they execute almost flawlessly.
Yep.
You know.
I mean, there's a couple of plays from the first half where we talked about some plays just not getting blocked up, some plays just getting blown up in the backfield. But then you turn around and you see a run by Isaiah Major, this pass run that just pushed him into the end zone that blocked up perfectly.
Yeah, when you do it right, it looks. I mean, like it looks awesome. I mean, it looks perfect. And that's where you see the big runs.
I think football is one of those things that when it's done right, it looks beautiful.
Yeah,
but when it's not,
it looks bad.
So
unless you have superior players who can make plays.
So Millwood in their 2-point conversion stance. Howard takes the sprint out. He's looking for the corner.
Yeah, he's going in.
And he dives over the defender into the end zone for to complete the 2-point conversion try, and Millwood takes a 22-15 lead with 2 minutes and 24 seconds left in the third quarter.
Wow. That was a very athletic play by Daniel Howard.
I don't think he was going to be denied on that play.
He left the ground and kind of soared through the air. Those defenders from Community Christian were coming to tackle him. He had 2 of them. They ended up hitting each other, and he went right over the top of both of them. Yeah.
So we'll give you a quick scoring recap. Millwood Falcons took over on the short kickoff after the Royal score, and we had a run by Marcus Majors, who took the ball down to the 15-yard line. He left with some cramps, but then the Thunder came in, and he took it in from 15 to the 5-yard line and to the 5-yard line on the first down carry and knocked it into the end zone, and we just had the 2-point conversion completed. And that scoring recap is brought to you by Eric Thompson's Capital Square and Subway stores. So Millwood now getting ready to kick off to Community Christian Royals. And we have Demarion Houston. Hopefully we can get a kick that kind of goes a little bit further than, again, more of a squib kick, straight to, but covered up, and the And the ball carrier knocked out at the 41-yard line, and Community Christian will take over at their own 41 with 2 minutes and 18 seconds left with the Millwood Falcons up 22-15. Oh.
Yeah, that's. I would like to see Houston kind of like keep the ball down the middle of the field, you know, versus putting it to one side or the other.
So where strength is at.
Up, hip, student body formation, Millwood.
There it is.
And here we get, takes the corner, and good for about a 6-yard gain out of the student body play. That was more of kind of a student body wildcat with Jacob Armbruster taking the snap and hitting the corner. Gained, actually, looks like he only gained about 3 yards, but knocked out a little bit early, but they still stay with the trickeration.
Yeah, they're not going to stop it. I mean, it works for them.
So now they got stacked receivers, twins to each side, with Ward, looks like in a shotgun formation, single back. 2nd and 6, handoff up the middle, and Millwood, two would-be tacklers ran right by Jackson Montgomery, but he is brought down for about a 1-yard gain.
You know, Demetrius Anderson, he's not a very big guy, but you're talking about someone who is highly active. You know, yes, number 45, Demetrius Anderson. I mean, he's everywhere. I mean, he is everywhere, has great instincts for the ball, not very big. He weighs about 140 pounds.
So we got trips to the near side, single up top, single back in the backfield. Agent Ward just ready to take the snap. Millwood looking like they're coming off the edge with a blitz, and they get the quarterback in the backfield, dropping for about a 4 or 5 yard loss, and that will bring up 4th down. Millwood up 22-15. Clock's running down, about a minute left in the 3rd quarter. So we got looks like a 4th and 10, and I don't know. It doesn't look like maybe the Royals don't have a punter.
I don't know. They have a soccer program. I know that.
Well,
you see that big old goal post out there? I mean, it's a big old, soccer goal out there behind the stadium.
This will actually bring up the first punt of the night for the Royals, and it is kicked out of bounds. So
return.
No return for Demarion Houston.
Yeah, I wouldn't punt to him either. Yeah. I mean, they've seen enough film to know that you don't kick it to Majors or Houston. You just don't. Yeah.
You know, some of the great athletes make great plays.
Yeah, and they make you look bad.
So keeping the ball out of the skilled players' hands for the Millwood Falcons, that's got to be on their to-do list.
Oh, yeah, and they've done extremely well. 22-15, 38 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. They've done a great job of managing this game.
Millwood takes over at their 38-yard line. Marcus Majors back in the game. Looks out, they sprint out. This is a quarterback keeper all the way. He finds some space and rambles all the way up to the 48-yard line.
Gain of 11.
That brings up another 1st down for the Millwood Falcons, still in their own territory at the 48-yard line, but now they're starting to march, and they're looking for some breathing room right now. So Howard in the shotgun, single back, man in motion. Marcus Majors take the ball, handoff up the middle. And he's gone. He broke it.
He's gone. He might cramp up though, but he gone.
And he takes it.
Touchdown.
2 yards for the touchdown up the middle to end. Looks like that's going to be one of the.
No. It's a cramp. It's a cramp.
Yeah. Marcus Majors is down in the end zone after that touchdown run, but it's looking.
Yeah, it's cramp.
That's cramp, but 52-yard touchdown run for the Millwood Falcons.
Boy, I told you, I said, now he's gone. I said, he might cramp up.
Yeah.
And I knew that because he cramped over there, so if he was going to burst 50 yards, you know, and there was no way he was going to burst 50 yards and not cramp again, but that was a beautiful run. his explosion was amazing. He jumped over a guy again. He broke tackles. He didn't spin. That's the only move that he did, but he definitely juked some guys.
Sometimes you can't just hit the O button.
Yeah.
You can't hit the O button because he had the juke move.
Yeah.
He hit the hurdle move. A little shake and bake there, but just didn't hit. I think he even hit
He might have fumbled.
Yeah, but I think he hit the little turbo speed at the end.
That's exactly how it looked. And then, of course, the community Christian defender tackled him in the end zone, like way back in the end zone. And that's the problem that the Millwood coaching staff has with the officials. They're saying, hey, why is he trying, he's crossed the goal line, we're in the purple, why are you tackling my player from behind and then rolling on the ground to twist him up? And then the referees, of course, threw the flag in the end zone because, the sideline warning is what it is for the Millwood coaching staff. And they're only concerned about their player.
Yeah, sure.
And but also too, they wanted to make the complaint.
Back to that play over there.
Yeah.
So with 11 seconds left in the third quarter, Millwood Falcons on top 28-15. They're getting ready for the 2-point conversion here. I think Marcus Majors might sit this 2-point conversion out. We'll have Daniel Howard coming in the shotgun formation with Isaiah Majors. And they got 3 trips to the near side, and looks like we have a quick stoppage and a timeout for Community Christian. And with that timeout, we'll take us a 60-second timeout as well. Millwood Falcons High School Football Broadcast is brought to you by Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. Johnny Moore back here with Coach Woods. Millwood lining up for the 2-point conversion after a score. Scores 28-15, 11 seconds left in the third quarter. Daniel Howard's lining up in the shotgun formation. Millwood had to take a quick timeout to get the right personnel in.
Now, wait a minute. I don't understand. Okay. I was about to say they should have had to play now.
So, play clock's going down. Millwood's looking over the sideline to see if there's a play change. Isaiah Majors in the backfield. And here we're waiting on the snap. Isaiah Majors shifts and goes in motion. And Daniel Houston takes it up the middle. 2-point try is good. And we have a flag on the play.
Another flag. That's probably an unsportsmanlike conduct.
So let's see what the play here.
Unsportsmanlike conduct
against the Falcons.
Yeah.
That looks like that'll be assessed on the kickoff.
Yeah, someone must have said something.
When it came out here earlier, the refs came out. They had a card that they had Coach Franklin sign, talking about. I guess it was more about how they want the game to be, how they, I guess, good sportsmanship.
Yeah, and that's been the theme. The OSSAA has been real strict of trying to make sure that the sportsmanship and player protection is a priority. Hey, I just want to give a quick update on the John Marshall versus Heritage Hall game, and with 2:35 left in the third quarter, Heritage Hall 14, John Marshall 12. So that's a good game as well.
All right. So after they assess the penalty, the Millwood Falcons look like they will be kicking off from their own 25-yard line, which if past kickoffs have been are any indicator, the Community Christian Royals should wind up with halfway decent field position.
Well, like I said, unless they just let him kick it.
Let them boot it.
Just let him boot it, yeah. I wouldn't give him the ball that close.
Well, yeah, that's. But Millwood Falcons up 30-15 with 11 seconds left in the third quarter. Demarius Houston gets ready to line up to kick the ball off here. Ready in the right, ready in the left, and he kicks it down.
It looks like they touched it. Okay.
I think the ball ricocheted off of a
live ball.
Off of a Royals player, but it is covered up at the 50-yard line. So they did let him come out and try to kick the ball. Didn't get a lot of air under it, but
it was about 2 feet off the ground the whole time.
That looks like kind of one of my golf shots, I think.
Look at there. They lined up in.
Okay, now we got the ninja formation again.
Ninja now with the motion.
Okay, now we got some motion coming in, bringing the line back in, leaving spread formation, single back. Woods in the shotgun formation. Millwood kind of adjusts their defense to get back on track. First down, 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. Handoff up the middle to number 5. Get a flag on the play.
I don't know where these flags are coming from.
Got to be a hold.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah.
The officials, they're down there at eye level. They see the hole against the Community Christian Royals, and that'll back them up about 10 yards and create a 1st and 20 with 2 seconds left in the third quarter. So we have the Royals heading towards the north end zone. This should be the last play of the third quarter.
Yeah, it is. Quarter right now. We're in the fourth quarter now.
So here we go. So fourth quarter, everybody getting hyped up. Hands going up. Millwood Falcons right now enjoying a 15-point lead. So we're going to go ahead and take us a quick break. This is the Millwood Falcon High School broadcast brought to you by Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. We'll be right back.
OKC's Heart and Soul. 91 and 1140.
And we're back to begin the fourth quarter. Millwood Falcons up 30. The Royals 15. 12 minutes, the last 12 minutes of the game. Royals get ready to Royals get ready to begin this quarter with the ball at their 38-yard line. It is 1st and 22. They line up, spread formation. Number 6 comes in motion. And a quick slant. But pass is complete for a 9-yard gain.
Wow.
About a 9-yard gain. Actually 8-yard gain. This will bring up 2nd and 12.
Dantes Fagan is definitely missed in the secondary. Remember, he's the one that had the picks, had the 2 interceptions.
Yes.
Against Cash Hall game, yeah. And they don't have him. They have KD out there, and they also have a freshman playing the other corner. So they're a little shorthanded tonight.
So, Millwood, it did exactly what you said.
Oh, my goodness.
Boy, bust up the middle.
Wow, they put the ball in the hands of their athlete. He can run. He ran away from the Millwood secondary like they were slow guys, and we know they're not slow.
So he takes a quarterback's just right up the middle.
Yeah, it was a fake zone read, quarterback keeper. He went right through the middle of the defense, just shot right through it.
And that was a 60-yard touchdown run.
And they're going for 2 now.
60-yard touchdown run by A.J. Ward.
They're going for 1. Okay.
They're going for 1. It's 21-30. And the extra point is good. Brings the score to 22. Community Christian, Millwood Falcons 30. So Millwood still up by 8. But to begin this fourth quarter, Community Christian reels off a 60-yard touchdown run to bring the score to Millwood 30, Community Christian 22. And we're seeing some real athleticism from this Community Christian quarterback, AJ Ward.
Yeah, in the pregame, I made a statement that said, okay, they probably don't have very many college-bound type players, but AJ Ward is definitely a kid I think who can go and play in college. He's a senior, right? And he's listed, he's 5'11", 180, so he's probably going to be like either a cornerback or a wide receiver type prospect. He'll probably be a slot type guy if he chooses to go play in college, but he's definitely just as athletic as some of the guys on the Millwood sideline. I mean, he's just as athletic as Dantes Fagan. He's probably just as athletic as Isaiah Majors. But I wouldn't necessarily say that he's as good as Demarion Houston or Marcus Majors, but he's not far behind them athletically for sure. And in some instances, he might even do some things a little bit better. So
Royals line up here to kick the ball off. They've been doing a lot of onside kicks here, so maybe they feel they can they maybe have something cooking here. With the onside, Millwood looks like they have the hand team up, and behind the back. Yeah, because he crossed the ball before he kicked it.
Well,
that was a little different. I mean, it was kind of a river dance type kick action there. I don't know what that was, but there's a legal procedure called against the Royals, and it looks like that'll back them up 5 yards. I don't know, maybe if I was Millwood, I might even think about maybe just keeping it at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, perhaps. But they're going to just take the penalty and see if they can't kick it again.
Yeah, so ball is now spotted at the Royals' 35-yard line. They're kicking out to the south end zone. Falcons lining up. They got the hands team out again. So, it kind of reminds me of old school, like 95 Madden. You just kick the ball up, just keep on onside kicking it. But
they did a high onside.
Yeah, but fair catch called at the 38-yard line of the Millwood Falcons by number 10, Kerryon Dotson. So the Millwood Falcons will take over at their own 38-yard line, excuse me, 40-yard line.
Well, here's what I will say to Coach Franklin right now. Use a lot of this clock. Take your time, take your time, take your time. Because we know who's getting the ball when Community Christian get it. And all they need is 8 to tie this game up.
So, here we go. Millwood rolling out.
And he throws. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
That
wasn't a very good play. That wasn't a very smart play. And here's the thing. What did I just say? I immediately said, Coach, use the clock. It's 11:26 left in the fourth quarter. He burned 3 seconds off of that play.
Yep, those are plays right there. I mean,
the clock should still be running right now.
I mean, you have a workhorse in Marcus Majors in the backfield. Although he has been cramping, you still have a workhorse in the backfield. You can just grind this team down. And Millwood, again,
I don't understand why we're throwing the ball. 11:23 off the clock.
So that'll bring up a third and 10. That'll break up a third and 10. Millwood Falcons on the incompletion.
Okay, are we still here? There was an interference on the line, like someone might have hacked it or something.
Hey, can you hear me?
Y'all on. Okay. Well, all of a sudden it got dead quiet.
All right, here we go. We got trips to the near side.
And we're going to throw the ball again. I don't understand why we're throwing the ball. Oh, Lord.
Now,
Well,
understand now.
Busted play. It was a busted play. He ran around, and the flag's down, by the way, so you know it's coming back.
So DeMarion Houston with the touchdown reception, but there is a flag on the play.
But you see, he ran a circle, and then he looked up, oh, there he is, and just threw the ball.
So we'll see.
And how much time is still on the clock? 11 minutes and 12 seconds.
A big man down.
Yeah, because the quarterback was scrambling around.
So that'll wipe out the long touchdown play, and so I guess the best thing you can say is some questionable play calling. It also cost the Falcons 5 yards, and bring up a third and 15 for the Falcons with 11-12 in the fourth quarter.
They've used all of 20 seconds this whole series off the clock.
So
I mean, that's not good play calling. You should be running the football, burning this clock.
All right, so the clock is in motion now, coming down to 11 seconds. Marcus Major splits out.
Again.
Millwood is definitely in a passing situation, and
oh, now that was, wow, Marcus Major. No, it was different. He
Marcus
snuck up
Major on
the
the
seam.
seam. He gets the touchdown reception.
That was a beautiful catch.
I mean, it almost for a second looked like he overthrew him, and Marcus Major just
ran under it.
It just got real smooth.
I'm not trying to be petty, but he just kind of slung it up there.
Yeah.
And Marcus just tracked it very well and ran under it and caught it and walked into the end zone.
So, although you can say maybe there was some questionable play calling there.
Oh, there was questionable play calling. I mean, you could have thrown the long ball, but you should have used some time off the clock.
Well, because now it's 10 minutes and 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Millwood does get the score and raises the score up to 36. They're in the 2-point conversion, and Howard goes in and pretty much walks into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Now Millwood is up 38-22. This score recap is brought to you by Eric Thompson's Capital Square and Subway stores. And I also want to take a quick time out, and that's brought to you by Riverside Garden Cemetery. Give us about 30 seconds. We'll be right back. And we're back. Fourth quarter. Millwood just kicked off the ball in a nice deep kick. Got the Royals back inside their own 20-yard line to begin this drive. 10 minutes and 45 seconds left. The Millwood Falcons on top, 38-22. First down for the Royals. They had a long touchdown by A.J. Ward on their last possession, about a 60-yard touchdown, and that brought them within 8 of the Millwood Falcons. Millwood was able to come back on a long pass, a big chunk play that was able to re-extend the lead back out to 16. Now, the Royals are coming back in. They look like they were set up in a ninja formation, but they're bringing it back in. First down Ward's in the shotgun. He hands the ball up. No, he keeps it himself. It's a read option, and he's able to get the corner and get about 6 yards on the play. But I think right now the Royals are putting the ball into their quarterback's hands and him to make the play.
It's going to be him, or it's going to be him throwing it.
He might throw it to himself.
So it brings up a 2nd and 2. Ward was knocked out on the play, so the clock did stop. So here we got motion coming in, bringing chips up to the far side, and it's John Reed handoff up to the about the 32-yard line. Might be just short of the first down. Bring up about a 3rd and 1, 32. So here we are. Clock's starting to run now, and I think this is something that maybe the Millwood Falcons should have thought about doing.
Well, but here's the difference is that they know they can't score fast, and Millwood knows that they can, but they still should have managed the clock.
So here we have Ward goes in, sprints up, runs into
Isaiah Majors. But he got to come out the game. His helmet came out.
So it looks like he was met at the 33-yard line. It may be enough for a first down. I don't know if they're going to have they give him the first down. So that first down run by A.J. Ward. Clock still runs now as they set the ball. And the Royals get the play is coming in from the sidelines from the coaches.
It's at the 28-yard line, right?
Yep. Ball set at the 28-yard line. Spread formation, single back. A.J. Ward in the shotgun. Headed towards the south end zone. Number 6 in motion, Jacob Armbruster. And Ward looks for a play, and just outside of the arm reach of Jackson Montgomery, that'll be an incomplete pass. Stops the clock at 9 minutes and 9 seconds.
I think Montgomery might have heard footsteps.
The pitter-patter little feet can kind of do some things to you, but he's been electric when he's had the ball. So, especially here in the second half. So it's second down, bring up 2nd down and 10. Millwood up 38-22. 9 minutes, 9 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Spread formation. A.J. Ward ready to take the snap in the shotgun formation, single back. Flanked by Jackson Montgomery. Number 16 comes in motion and handoff up the middle. Looks like a 1 to 2 yard gain by Jackson Montgomery. That brings up a 3rd and 8 for the Royals. Clock's still running, just under 9 minutes now. So here we are. The Royals in a kind of an up-tempo offensive set here. They're moving, trying to get the play in from the sidelines, just to the top, far side of the field. AJ in the shotgun, getting ready to take the snap. 3rd and 8. And here we go. Looks like AJ Ward.
What a run.
Yep. Swallowed up by that.
He lost 4 on that one.
Millwood defensive line, and drop for about a 4-yard loss. That'll bring up a 4th down, a 4th and 13 on the play.
Front the ball, man.
So, looks like they're a little bit too deep on their side of the field to want to go for it, but time is moving. Time is not their friend. Under 8 minutes left in the 4th quarter, and it looks like the Royals are going to go for it at their own 25-yard line. So, man comes in motion, and here we got running out to and he goes back across the field, and pass is complete.
They might give him a generous spot. That was a very generous spot.
Yeah, looks like he gets the first down.
His knee was down like on the 37, but oh my goodness. Okay.
Give him the first down. Royals keep the drive alive with the 4th down conversion. Clock still moving, under 7:30 left in the first quarter. Millwood up 38-22. First down, Royals at their 39-yard line.
7:18 left in the game.
Yep. Play clock's down under 10 seconds. AJ was ready to take the snap. Millwood, and looks like
penalties.
We had a false up.
We'll see.
False start on the offense.
Yeah.
Yep.
On the offense.
Made that tackle nervous.
Yep. False start. Looks like false start on the offense, but the referees get together, kind of discuss it.
Oh, what is this one going to be? See, I don't like it when the referees get together in the huddle. When one of them is clearly saying, I have.
Oh, look, they got some talking going on around the ball.
Okay.
So, got refs coming in to separate the teams there. See, as we wait to get the play call, I mean, with the referee signal here. And, yep. AJ Ward's coming on the sideline, maybe get a little bit of actually, I think he needs a little H2O, a little quality H2O, Bobby Boucher.
Yeah, high quality H2O.
Here we go. False start against the Royals. Now to back them up 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15.
Okay. Wow. All right. I got a little nervous.
Yeah. Ball set at the 34-yard line of the Royals. Things getting just a little bit chippy out there, as they like to say, but you know, I think it's 'cause some of the people out there just kind of talking that mess.
Yeah, you know, things get a little chippy out there. You know, Millwood wants this game to be over, and Community Christians trying to fight their way back in. So,
you know, trying to make it interesting, but the Royals will take the snap. First down, 1st and 15 at their 34-yard line. Clock starts.
oh,
And now all of a sudden it looks like we got another flag here. Again, false start against the offense. So they'll lose another 5 yards, and the ball will be spotted at the 29-yard line. That will make a 1st and 20. 6:30 left in the fourth quarter. Millwood up 38-22. Now, here we go. The Royals come back up to the line. Empty backfield. Ward's looking for the pass. Deflected in. Almost picked off by Isaiah Maggi. I think he just spotted it just a little bit late.
Yep, that ball was deflected by Big Perry. What's Perry's last name?
56.
Yeah, Big Perry.
Perry Lewis.
Lewis. I want to call him Perry Williams.
I sell cars.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 20. 6:16 left in the fourth quarter. Empty backfield. Ward in the shotgun. Millwood looking to make a play, see if they can salt this away. They send pressure up the middle, and he avoids the trap. And he is brought down just from behind, able to avoid a sack and gain 2 or 3 yards on the scramble. But as far as being able to pass the ball, he didn't really have a shot there. The pressure was just coming down on him.
You know, he almost split him. And, you know, and that's why I meant earlier when I said that he's not quite like Demarion or Marcus Majors, because if that was them, they would have split it and been gone with it. Yeah, and that's the difference, you know, between them.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 17 for the Royals. Ward in the backfield, flanked by Jackson Montgomery. Now Montgomery goes out in motion, and Ward is looking for a wide receiver, and he's bounces a ball incomplete to the 40-yard line. His intended receiver was number 8, Jordan Burcham. But that'll bring up 4th and 17. And with 5:20 left in the fourth quarter. So the Royals have a decision to make. You got lucky once, and you got the 12-yard. You got the 12-yard completion for the first down on 4th down. But can you convert a 4th and 17?
Yeah, it's going to be hard, but you don't really have a choice. You can't give Millwood the ball back with 5 minutes left.
So decision times here. Looks like there's a timeout on the field by the Community Christian Royals, and we'll take a quick timeout as well. We'll be right back. Millwood football broadcast on Heart and Soul 92.1 1140. Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. We'll be right back.
And we're live.
And we're back. Fourth down. The Royals have the ball. Empty backfield. I got a.
Oh my
Millwood
goodness.
jumps off sides and gets. They're going to give him 5 yards. It's still fourth down. Fourth and 12, but
It'd be 4th and 12, yeah.
I mean they made one 4th and 12. That 4th and 17 was probably. I don't think they might have got that one, but yeah, they made one 4th and 12. They got to get another one to keep the drive alive. So, walk off that 5 yards, and here we go.
And I can remember my old high school football coach, Leotis Robinson. He'd say, "Hey son, it's 4th and 17. How in the heck are you jumping off sides? you can sit down on all fours on 4th and 17. You don't even have to come off the ball fast. 4th and 17.
Just fill your gap.
Yeah, just stand up in front of the quarterback and push a little bit."
All right, so the Royals 4th and 12, 5:20 left in the fourth quarter. Empty backfield, and plays the ball, and
a flag. It is automatic first down.
Flag on the play.
Automatic first down. Picking on the little freshman over there. He's been playing well tonight too. Jimmy Harris.
Yeah.
He's a little athletic freshman, which, to be a freshman starting at corner tonight for Millwood is a big deal. Yeah, that's a big deal. Team. But yeah, he's out there still playing and playing well.
No, actually, it's a offensive pass interference.
It was?
Offensive pass interference.
Well, I take everything I just said back.
Well, I mean it's still awesome.
Because it looked like they were throwing the flag on the interference.
Now, we're not going to take everything back. Little Jimmy Harris, he is starting for the Millwood Falcon football team, two-time defending state champion, so that is a big deal.
And he's starting that corner. That's a big, big deal.
Especially with this Community Christian air attack. I mean, they kind of fling around a little bit.
Yeah, they do. They try to use a little, like you said, trickeration.
Millwood will take the ball over at the Community Christian 38-yard line, going in, heading towards the north end zone. Now maybe this is the time that they'll take a little time off the clock.
Yeah, maybe they'll.
Hand off to Marcus Major, and he hurdles in. Now we got a flag on the play, so let's see what this flag is about. But that was again another amazing athletic run by Marcus Major, which they run the ball. Clock ticks down to 5 minutes and 9 seconds left. Millwood up 38-22,
and he just slices through the defense like a hot knife through butter. I'm telling you, I mean, don't it just look like when you're watching him from here, and he gets the ball, and once he really gets going, it's like he's just moving at a whole nother speed.
So that was a holding penalty against the Falcons that'll knock them back 10 yards.
And you know what's crazy about that? Is that once Marcus Major get by you, stop and start eating your popcorn because the show is starting. You don't have to touch nobody when he gets by you.
Well, I don't think he's good. You're not going to catch it from behind.
No, I'm talking about if you're a Millwood offensive lineman, you don't have to block no more once he gets by you.
All right, Millwood, first and 20, and they're going to pass.
Sack.
And they...
Beautiful catch. Wow.
Oh. So, Demarius Houston just...
He just showed you why he going to Texas.
Yeah, well, I mean...
That's why Texas offered him. That was beautiful.
Some parts of me wish he would stay here in the homegrown, but amazing catch by Demarius Houston to not only get the first down, but bring the ball down inside the red zone to the 14-yard line of Community Christian. So we're in the red zone now. 4:48 left in the game. Handoff up the middle to Marcus Majors. And
Beautiful run.
See, like he slithered through.
Yeah, he just. Hey, I'm running with him. I'm watching the game, running with him. Like every time I see him slip somebody and break a tackle, he's just like smooth with it.
Yep. So he slithered up all the way for a 9-yard gain, 2nd and 1 at the 5-yard line.
I mean, can you imagine how good he's going to be with a really good offensive line?
Clock's ticking down, 4:17 left in the fourth quarter. And
changed. Not a bad run.
Yep, able to escape the pressure.
He made lemonade out of lemons.
Yeah, he drove him back to the 12-yard line, but he was able to kind of find a cutback angle and get first down out of the play.
Yeah.
So you got a 1-yard run, kind of ran 15 yards to get it, but we'll take it. So now Millwood has the ball at the 3-yard line. The 4-yard line. Clock still running. Millwood 38, Royals 22. Inside of 4 minutes in the fourth quarter.
Take your time. Take your time.
First and goal. We got Isaiah Major in the backfield now.
Ball on the ground, bad snap, and a sack.
So that'll knock some of the wind out of the sails of the Millwood Falcons and bring the ball to the knockdown at the 12-yard line of the Royals, but bring up a 2nd and goal. So Howard's in the shotgun formation, trips to the near side, and he's looking to pass.
Isaiah Majors,
a screen pass.
Nice. Great extra effort.
Touchdown in the end zone.
There you go. Wow.
No flags on the play. And yes, that is a touchdown.
Yes, I think it is. I think that's his 2nd touchdown of the night.
Yeah. So there we go. Millwood now kind of put the game out of reach. Millwood 44.
44-22.
Now, as Millwood, where's my kicker?
I think they're going to leave him up tonight.
Well, that's not. What was it? Run?
Run?
Yeah,
run.
Run. We'll catch at the next game. Don't worry about it. But we got Howard in the 2-point conversion set, and we're looking. Took a little while for the ball to get back there, and this 2-point conversion will be no good.
Yeah.
The exchange just kind of floated back there.
And then also, too, the backside guard pulled, and the linebacker ran right through the gap when the guard pulled. So, obviously, they didn't have a block back scheme from the center to ensure that pressure wasn't going to come through.
So
3:02.
Yep, 3:02 left in the game. Millwood Falcons up 44-22. Want to take a quick second to run through our sponsors. Hopefully we can catch everybody. Metro Technology Centers, Eric Thompson's Capitol Square and Subway Stores, First Security Bank, Riverside Gardens Cemetery, Geronimo's, and the player of the game, which, you know what, I'm going to stop right there. And with the way the game is kind of shaking down, we had Isaiah Majors with 2 touchdowns tonight. We had Marcus Majors with the long touchdown pass, the reception. And, you know, outside of a couple of cramps, I think that's the only thing that's really stopped that young man tonight.
Yeah, the cramps, yeah, leg cramps.
You know, I mean, the long run, I mean, I guess, you know, let's put it like this. I think the the player of the game is going to be somebody. Last name is going to be Major.
Right.
Yeah, a major.
Right. A Majors is definitely going to win
So
player of the game.
Millwood with the squib kick down the middle.
Thank you. That's a good kick right down the middle of the field.
And found a little crease and brought it up to the 34-yard line. And the Royals look like they're kind of in a hurry-up mode. I mean, they're not.
Yeah, they got a lot of ground to make up. They got to score 3 times.
Yeah, they're not quitting by any means, but that's, I think you're bailing water out of a boat with a hole in it.
Yeah, and it's filling up fast. Hey, just want to give a quick update for the John Marshall Heritage Hall game with under 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Heritage Hall 21, John Marshall 12.
Now we came out with that student body formation, and the Royals were able to get about 2 yards out of that play. Number 54 for Millwood, Jawan Shells lost his hat, so he's going to have to take a play off, bringing in number 66, Adrian Bradford. Mm-hmm. So clock's moving, 2:30 left in the fourth quarter, Millwood up by 22. So here we got the Royals here, 3 trips to the far side, Ward in the backfield, flings it out, finds number 6 on the corner. He's able to get a little space, and he's met and dropped for about a 6-yard gain. That'll bring up a 3rd and 2.
Now, the key right now is for Millwood to not let Community Christian run out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah.
Let's keep this thing running. There's no way that with 1:55 seconds left in this 3rd down that they're going to score 3 times.
Yeah. So clock's still running, under 2 minutes left, 3rd and 1. And number 6 comes in motion for the Royals. Play action, ball thrown deep, and
Dropped it.
He had it for a moment, but knocked out of his hands by number 24 from Millwood, Jimmy Harris.
Freshman.
Freshman showing up big.
Showing up big. I'm telling you, that's very promising. That lets you know that the future is definitely bright. All he needs is to eat him a few more potatoes and get some chicken and some cornbread and some greens and put some weight on that boy. But he's going to be all right. The skill level is there, most definitely.
Well, that brings us to maybe a trip to Geronimo's.
Geronimo!
So here we go. 3rd and 1, the clock stopped. And here we are, head up the middle, and met in the backfield. That ball came loose, looked like.
Were they trying to get the first down? Did they get it? They gave it to him?
And here we go. Yep. That is a first down. Yep. There may be a little home cooking there, but, I'm not trying to really say anything about that. Keep the clock moving. That's a first down for the Royals. Minute 22 left. Millwood up 44-22. That's a
Coach Franklin's arguing that spot. Yeah. They basically just told Coach Franklin it's first down. Go back to the sideline.
Yep. So now referee blows the whistle. Clock starts, and we're taking it down. Royals got 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Ward looks for the pass, and
he dropped
in and out of the hands. Dropped, incomplete. That will stop the clock with 1:08 left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I thought old Matt Gray was going to have that one.
That'll bring up pick down and 8. Pick down and 10.
So that's 2nd and 10. Royals down by 22, and unless they have a 23-point play in their bag, I don't think this is going to happen for them tonight.
Yeah.
But,
hey, it was an exciting game, right?
Yes, it was. And and my hat's off to number 18 from
A.J. Ward.
Yeah, A.J. Ward from Community Christian. And
the Montgomery kid.
Yeah. Oh, nice hit.
Yeah, he's still laying down. He got.
Yes.
Now that's what that's what they call when you put that Rydell on him. He put that Rydell on him.
Yeah, and the thing is, there was nothing bad about that hit.
Nah, it was just straight. Well, it was kind of a helmet to helmet, but it was a fundamental
Well, he squared up on him. He squared up on him, and
He did his job.
now look at the coach out there that he's chewing out all of the referees about it was a square fundamental hit.
well, here's
But he don't like it because he wants it. He wants a targeting call.
That was not a target.
Hey, now what was that? Now they don't be shaking the press box. Now is that
so-
somebody upset or something?
I think that was the coaches upstairs maybe getting some film stuff taken care of, but we do still have a player down.
Yeah, he got hit in the mouth on that one. And
Took the spirit.
yeah, I just hope he's okay.
Yeah, we got less than a minute left in the fourth quarter. As far as flags are concerned, and there's been a little laundry on the film, well, more than a little bit, but it hasn't been a terribly sloppy game.
Okay,
Hey.
so I guess the referees had enough from the Community Christian head coach.
Yeah, I guess you can. I mean, was it November? It's November 6th is a little ways away. I mean, you can't be campaigning that far.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, they threw the flag on him, and they're going to probably call unsportsmanlike. And I understand the coach, he got to remember now, you got a Christian school.
Yeah.
You can't be out there saying certain things you just can't say. But, now, I hope the kid is okay because the team is over there praying.
Yeah. Well, they're still tending to him, and
Pick back up.
as they tend to him, we'll take back after that injury timeout brought to you by Riverside Garden Cemetery. And we have that ball. It looks like ball's being marked back after the penalty, after assessed on the coach from the Royals. And the clock will get ready to start here in a moment. Again, Millwood up 44-22. This brings up a 2nd and 21. And that young player, Jacob Armbruster, who has been so active for the Royals, he actually was able to get up and make it up the field on his own power. So I think he just might have had the wind knocked out of him. But here we go. Handoff up the middle, number 5. Get to the side, but he's brought down in the backfield for, looks like, a 2 or 3 yard loss on the play.
Yeah, that's right now they're just trying to finish the game with dignity. I think that's really, no quit in them. Line up, let's snap the ball, and let's go ahead and end this game. And in fact, I don't even think that they're gonna. What's the difference between a play clock and
That's
a game
about
clock? 1 second.
No, it's about a 2-second difference
Yeah,
between the
they
game
might
clock.
snap the ball one more time.
So time's winding down here. This looks like this will be the final play of the game. Millwood on top, 44-22. 4-3-2-1, and they snap the ball. And it's just a formality. The Millwood Falcons have come into Community Christian Stadium and they leave out with a win. Millwood Falcons 44, Community Christian 22. And this game again is brought to you by a quick rundown of our sponsors. Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores, Metro Technology Centers, Eric Thompson's Capital Square and Subway Stores, First Security Bank, Riverside Garden Cemeteries, and hold up, Geronimo's Player of the Game.
Man, I tell you what, when looking at both of the 2 key players, Elijah Majors and Marcus Majors, they both were really, really some nice workhorses. Marcus Major did some amazing things, but Elijah, when you look at his defensive play in combination with his offensive play, I'm open to leaning towards Elijah Majors.
All right. Well, as the Millwood Falcons and the Community Christian Royals meet at midfield and shake hands, our player of the game, our Geronimo's player